Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Should we come sitting and first find our breath? Yeah. If you want a break, you're not gonna get one. Sorry. So come into a comfortable seat. Take a moment to close your eyes. Place your hands either onto your knees or fold them into your lap. Think a very long spine, little rope growing out of your head. Take a full breath into your nose. Exhale, open your mouth, cleanse it out. One more breath. Inhale. Exhaling, release. Great. Now you're going to breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 2, 3, 4. In. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Now you're going to breathe in. 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. In. Hold. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. And slowly come back to your normal breath. And as you inhale, you feel your rib cage expanding. And on an exhale, you're going to send away all your worries, forgetting whatever is happening outside. And on an inhale, you're going to rise your hands up, stretch, tall, long spine. Exhaling, right hand down, left hand lifts up. Look into the palm of your hand, find that stretch on your side. Inhale, both hands up. Exhaling, left hand down, right hand up, looking into your palm. Inhale, both hands up. Exhaling, hands in a prayer. We're going to set our attention here, sitting down. Take a moment to ground, close your eyes, and look within. Offer up your practice to somebody you love, somebody you miss, or somebody who needs a bit of extra love and care today. And there are lots of people now, so not that hard to offer up your practice. Take a moment to look within. Tell yourself you're safe, you're going to be fine. Try to stay calm. Be kind. Opening the space with one arm, feel free to chant along, feel free to listen. Inhale, rise your prayer up, hands up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge down, hands down to the floor. See if you can get your head down. If not, just place your fists underneath your forehead to really find the relaxation here in your neck. Breathe into the tightness of your hips. Exhaling, letting go and release. One more breath. Exhaling out. Now you're going to roll forward. If your knees allow it, you're going to come to all fours. Else just swing your legs around. Coming into your all fours. Wrist straight underneath your shoulders here. Fingers are very active. You're going to grip your mat, lifting up your knuckles, having this inward rounding sensation like you're opening jam jars. Knees hip width apart. Very active grip, keeping our wrists safe. On an inhale, you're going to look up. You're going to stick your butt up. Exhaling, rounding arch, lifting up your knees if you can. Inhale, looking up, lifting up. Exhaling, rounding an arch, lifting up at the top. Inhale. Exhaling, round. Good. Now you're going to meet in a neutral spine. On an inhale, you're going to lift your right hand up, looking at your right hand. You're going to hold it here. You're going to make 3 circles with your hand one way, and then the other way. And then on an exhale, wait for your exhale to arrive. You're going to thread your shoulder to ear down. Left hand stays here. And on an inhale, you're going to lift up your left leg. Left leg goes up. Stay here and breathe. Into your nose, out to your nose, staying up. One more breath in. Exhale, slowly lower it down. Pull your bum back down towards your heels. Lovely child's pose here. Lifting up your palms, fingertips pressing down. Inhale, coming up, all fours. Inhale, lifting up left hand up. Looking at your hand. Circle it around one way. I like to do everything in threes, but you can choose. And then the other way, just make it equal. And then exhaling, threading it through, shoulder down, ear down. See what you want to do with your hand. Inhale, lifting up your right leg, lifting it up. Stay here and breathe. Into your nose, out to your nose. Breathe for 2, out for 2. Knee down, bum back down towards your heels, back into your child's pose. Now you're going to come up halfway, you're going to tuck your toes under, you're going to come back down into your child's pose. Now without moving your head, your arms, your shoulders or your back, you're just lifting up your butt and you're going to come into your downward dog. Walk it out, keep a tight little bend in your knees. You might be tight here, it's cold outside. Still is, summer's coming, but it's not there. Spring is coming. Inhale, you're gonna lift up your right leg goes up. Right knee, you're gonna tap your right elbow, look forward, hold it. Exhaling back up. Knee, forehead, round and arch, come high onto your back toes. Exhaling up. Knee crossing over. Look forward. Exhaling up. Lower your right foot down. Walking it out. Left leg lifts up. Left knee, left elbow. Exhaling it up. Knee, forehead. Exhaling it up. Knee crossing over, tap it, hold it. Exhaling it up, good. And then float your feet down. Walking it out, left, right. And then you're gonna step, inch your toes to the top of your mat. That's it. And then grab the outsides of your elbows. Shake yes, shake no. Release your hands down to the floor. If you can, lift up, place the backs of your hands down to the floor. Bend your knees as much as you need, so belly's onto your thighs. And then give a little pressure here, that's it. And then release, coming all the way up. Keep a slight bend in your knees when your shoulders are rolling all the way up. Inhale, pulling your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, pushing them back and down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhaling, release. One more time. Inhale, filling up your lungs with all positivity. Exhaling, releasing anxiety, everything you don't need. Inhale, you're going to rise your prayer up to the sky. Exhaling, forward fold, hands down to the floor. Inhale, extend, find your length. Place your hands underneath your shins. If you can't touch the floor, or keep them on the floor. Then you're going to launch your right leg back, and then your left. You're going to come into your plank. You're going to hold it here for 5 breaths. Breathing into your nose, out to your nose. Coming high onto your back toes. You might want to change it up a bit and get your feet together here. And come literally on your tippy toes for 2. Exhaling, 3, 4. One more breath. Cool. Now you're going to come into your knees. Your chest, your chin. Stick your butt up. Stay here and breathe. Into your nose. Out to your nose. One more breath. Slide forward like a snake. Inhale, mini cobra. Exhaling, pull your bum back down towards your heels. Child's pose. Tucking your toes under. Back into your downward dog. I'm going to keep moving. Right leg forward. Left leg forward. Nose to knees. Uttanasana. Inhale, rising all the way up. Touch the ceiling. Spread your fingers. Exhaling on your way down. Inhale, extend, find length. Exhaling, left foot back, right foot back. Back into your plank. Knees down, chest, chin. Snake forward. Inhaling up. Exhaling via your child's pose back into your downward dog. One more time. Right leg forward. Left leg forward. Nose to knees. Inhale, rising all the way up, moving with your breath. Exhaling on your way down. Inhale, extend, find your length. Exhale, hands down. Step or hop straight back into your plank if you can. Or just step. Lower yourself down, chaturanga or knees chest chin. Inhaling is up. Exhaling back. Stay here and breathe. Into your nose. Out to your nose. In for 2. Out for 2. Breathing 3. Out for 3. Breathing 4. Out for 4. One last breath. Inhale, you're going to look up. You're going to step, hop, straight legs if you can, to the top of your mat. Exhale, nose towards your knees. Inhale, coming all the way up. Keep the weight into your toes. Spread fingers wide. Exhaling on your way down. Inhale, extend, find your length. Exhale, hands down, launch both feet back. Plank. Lower yourself through. Inhaling, filling up your lungs. Exhaling, downward dog. Stay and breathe. Exhale to your mouth and nose if you want. Breathing in. Exhaling. One more breath. Inhale, looking up, stepping, hopping, top of mat. Exhale, nose to knees. Inhale, flowing all the way up. We're going to do one more A. Exhaling on your way down. Inhale, extend, find your length. Exhale, hands down, step back, plank. Flowing through. Inhale, filling up. Exhaling down and empty. So your toes are slightly in, your heels are out, your kneecaps are lifted, your thighs are contracted. Pressing the weight away with your hands into your heels. Your eyes are wide open, your mouth is closed. One more breath. Inhale, looking up, stepping, hopping, top of mat. Exhaling, nose to knee. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair. So butt is low, arms are straight. Looking at the space in between your thumbs. Can you sit down a bit more? Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath. Exhaling, hands down to the floor. Inhale, extend, find your length. Exhale, hands down. Grab the floor, launch feet back. Flow through. Inhaling up. Exhaling back down. Inhale, warrior one, right side. Right foot steps forward. Left foot down, heel down, rising up, looking at the space in between your thumbs. Exhaling on your way down. If you want, keep your right leg lifted. And you can come up into your chin stand if you like. Inhaling up, exhaling back down. Inhale, warrior one, left side, rising up. Filling up the lungs, keep the weight on the outside of your right foot. Exhaling on your way down. Left leg lifted if you like. Lower yourself down. Inhaling up. Exhaling back down. Stay and breathe. Into your nose. Out to your nose. In for 2. Out for 2. Breathing 3. Out for 3. Breathing 4. Out for 4. One last breath. Look up, step, hop, top of mat, straight legs, nose to knees. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair, hold, breathe. Exhaling, Uttanasana. Inhale, extend, find your length. Exhale, hands down, step back, lower yourself down. Chaturanga, Dandasana, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Moving on, warrior one, right side, rising up, filling up your lungs, filling up your lungs, filling up your lungs. Exhaling, empty down. Step back plank. Keep it lifted if you like. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhale, warrior one, left side, rising up, filling up your lungs. Exhaling on the way down. Step back plank. Keep it lifted. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Stay and breathe. Catch your breath here. Your eyes are wide open, your mouth is closed. Breathing into your nose, Out to your nose. One day your heels are going to touch the floor for 2. Out for 2. Toes in, heels out for 3. Grabbing the mat with your fingers, pressing the floor away. One more breath. Inhale, look up, step, hop, top of mat. Exhale, nose into knees. Inhale, Utkatasana, last one, promise. Exhaling, Uttanasana. Inhale, extend, find length. Exhale, hands down, step back, float down, Chaturanga, Dandasana. Inhaling up, exhaling back down. Inhale, warrior one, right side, right foot steps forward. Rising up, looking at the space in between your thumbs. Exhaling on your way down. Step back, plank, lowering yourself down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhale, warrior one, left side, rising up, filling up your lungs. Exhaling, empty down. Back into your plank. Come forward, Chaturanga, or chin stand, or just keep it lifted. Exhaling down. Stay and breathe. Into your nose, out to your nose. Calming your mind for 2. Exhale, 2. Toes in, heels out, 3. Out for 3. So your kneecaps are lifted, thighs contracted, 4. Out for 4. One more breath. Inhale, looking up, stepping, hopping, top of mat. Nose to knees, Uttanasana. Inhale, Utkatasana. Chair. Bum low, arms straight. Sitting down, trying to ease your shoulders away from your ears here. Keeping the weight more into your heels. Breathe into your nose, out to your nose. Breathing 2, out for 2. 2 more breaths, those you can hold it. Breathe. Exhale, 1 more breath. Good, exhaling, hands down to the floor. Inhale, extend, find length. Exhale, hands down, step, hold back. Straight into your plank. Flow through. Inhaling up. Exhaling down and empty. Inhale, warrior on right side. Rising up, filling up your lungs. Exhaling, expand, warrior 2. Take a moment here. See what your heels are doing. Your back foot is opening up, parallel to the back of the mat. Fingers spread wide and active. Looking at your middle finger of your right hand. The person you're offering up your practice to is sitting on your right middle finger. Breathing in and breathing out. Shoulders away from your ears. 1 more breath. Then you're going to flip your palm. You're going to reverse your warrior. Right hand goes up. Left hand wraps around or stays at the back. Inhale, find your length. Exhaling, coming down. Inhale, find your length. If you like, you can lift up your right heel of your front foot and stay. And breathe into your nose, out to your nose. 1 more breath. Exhaling your heel down. Right hand meets your left behind your back. Inhale, opening up your chest. Extending both legs, dropping your head back. And then humble warrior. Left toes go in, 45 degrees. Squaring your hips to the front of the room. Exhaling, right shoulder on the inside of your right knee. Stay and breathe into your nose, out to your nose. Your hips are squaring to the front of the room. That's it, good. In for 2, out for 2. We're going to hold it here for 1 more breath. Try to get your palms together. Inhale, slowly coming up. Extending both arms and both legs. That's it. Exhale, hinge forward. You're going to come into your Utthita Trikonasana. Right hand down, left hand lifts up. Stay and breathe. Into your nose, out to your nose. Exactly, you're going to press your heel down, lifting up your toes with your front foot if you like. Breathe for 2, out for 2. 1 more breath. Inhale, you're going to come up. You're going to sit down into your warrior 2. Then you're going to flip your palm. You're going to reverse your warrior. And now you're going to place your right elbow onto your right thigh. Left hand goes alongside your ears. You're going to look into the palm of your left hand. Stay and breathe. Into your nose, out to your nose. So you've got one line all the way from your ankle up to your finger. So you might want to sit down a bit more so your hips are not sticking out. 1 more breath. Good, and exhaling both hands down to the floor. Lower your back knee down and take a moment to breathe. You're going to sink into your hip. Avoiding your hands, avoiding your knee with your hands. So place them onto your thighs, sink in there. Breathe. And exhale. One more breath. Then you're going to come back up, shoulders, hips, knees are in one line, placing your hands onto your hips, inhale, onto your chest. Inhale, finding your length. Exhale, dropping your head. Inhale, finding your length. Exhale, elbows are out. Inhale, finding your length. Last breath, opening up your hands. Take any mudra of choice. So thumb and index finger touching could be. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, dropping your head. One more breath. Inhaling up. Hands back into a prayer. Now you're going to swing your left elbow on the outside of your right thigh. So you could stay here, hands in a prayer. You could maybe bind. Wrap it around if you can. If you can't bind, keep your hands in a prayer, but try to tuck your left toes under and lifting it up. Staying here, looking up alongside your right. Shoulder to the ceiling, breathe into your nose, out to your nose. Breathing 2, out for 2. One more breath. Cool, hands down, framing your front foot. Step your right foot back without scraping the floor. Then shift your weight forward into your chaturanga. Inhaling up, exhaling back down into your downward dog. Inhale, warrior one left side. Left foot steps forward. Rising up. Exhaling, expand into your warrior 2. Back foot opens up a bit more. Fingers spread wide and active. Sitting down and make sure your left knee isn't creeping in. Keeping it above your ankle. Fingers spread wide and active and breathe. Into your nose. Out to your nose. Breathing 2. Out for 2. Thinking about your person. Looking at your left middle finger. One more breath. Inhale, flipping your palm. Reversing your warrior. Right hand either at your right leg or wraps around. Inhale, find your length. Exhaling, sitting down. So this is a side bend. Inhale, find your length. Exhale, sitting down. Knee close to your shoulder. One more breath. Exhaling down. Lifting up your heel if you did that on the other side. One more breath. And then left hand meets your right behind your back. Extending both legs. Inhale, opening up your chest. Exhale, dropping your head back. Setting yourself up for your humble warrior. So get your back toes in, square your hips to the front of the room, and then slowly come down. Humble it down, left shoulder on the inside of your left knee. Hand palms together. Lower your head and just breathe. Into your nose, out to your nose. I'm going to stay for 2 more breaths. Just let it go. For 2, out for 2. One last breath. Good. Now inhale, you're going to come up. Stretch legs, stretch hands. And then you're going to hinge forward for your Utthita Trikonasana. Left hand on the inside. Right hand reaches up. Don't dump down. Breathing in and breathing out. If you like, press your heel down, lifting up your toes of your left foot. For 2, out for 2. Breathing 3, out for 3. One more breath. Toes down. Inhale, coming up. Exhaling, back into your warrior 2. Inhale, flipping palm. Exhaling, back into your reversed warrior. And now you're going to place your left elbow onto your left knee. Right hand goes alongside your ears. You're going to look into your palm. You're going to keep the weight on the outside of your right foot. So make sure your arches are lifted of your right foot. Breathe into your nose, out to your nose. Breathing 2, out for 2. One last breath. Hands down to the floor. Lower your right knee down. Come up, sit up, and take a moment to breathe. Sink into your hip. Breathing in and breathing out. It's really challenging to do this all by, and then saying it as well. My breath is gone. One more breath. Good. Inhale, come up. Hip, shoulder, and knee are in one line. Hands, so right hand onto your chest, left hand on top now. Elbows out. Inhale, finding your length. We're going to come into your Anjanasana. Exhale, dropping your head back. Inhale, elbows out. Exhale, dropping your head back. One more breath. Inhale, opening, expand your chest. Take the mudra to choice. Breathe. Exhaling, dropping your head back. One more breath. Inhale, coming up. Hands in a prayer. And I'm pulling your prayer towards your chest. Right elbow, left thigh. That's it. So you just stay other way around, Mina. Other way around. Yeah, exactly. So you can stay here, or maybe you can bind. See where you are. And if you can't bind, you can just hold your hands in a prayer and then lift up your back toes. That's it. Stay and breathe into your nose, out to your nose. Breathing 2, out for 2. One last breath. Well done. Hands down, frame your front foot. Step your left foot back to next to your right. Shift your weight forward. Take your chaturanga. Inhaling is up. Exhaling back down. Well done, guys. Right hand in the middle of the mat. Roll the weight over on the outside of your right foot. Shoulder on shoulder, hip on hip. Yeah, so you can place your forearm down or put your right foot, your left foot in front of your right. Stay and breathe into your nose, out to your nose. Looking up to your left hand, think about your person. 2 more breaths. If you like, you can lift up your left leg. Inhale, lifting it up, holding it up, breathe. 1 more breath. Exhaling, release. Release the pressure of your right wrist. Shake it out if you like. Then come forward into your plank and flow through your chaturanga. Inhaling up, exhaling back down. Inhale, you're going to place your right foot on the outside of your right leg. So assess your body, see where you are. You might want to drop your left knee down. If you're okay here, you can lift it up. And you might be able to come onto your forearms, into your lizard. Stay and breathe into your nose, out to your nose. Breathing 2, out for 2. 1 last breath. Cool. Stay here, or if you like to play, come into your side compass. So your right shoulder goes underneath your right knee. You're going to place your left heel down, warrior 1 feet. And then you're going to place your right hand on the outside of your right foot. Left hand grabs over, grabbing your foot here, and then lifting up, looking underneath your left armpit. That's it, stay and breathe. 1 more breath. Cool, then you come back out, step your right foot back, flowing through your chaturanga. Inhaling up, exhaling back down. Okay, all the fun stuff on the left side. Left hand in the middle of the mat. Roll the weight over onto the outside, whoops, of your left foot. Shoulder on shoulder, hip on hip. Right hand goes up. Stay and breathe into your nose. So your right hip lifts higher and comes a bit more forward. Really activate your core here. Breathe. 1 more breath. Now 2 last breaths. You're going to lift up your right leg if you can. Look at your right leg. You might be able to grab it with your index fingers. Breathe into your nose, out to your nose. 1 more breath. Cool. And then back into your plank. Flow through your chaturanga. Exhaling back down. Inhale, left foot on the outside of your left hand. Maybe you want to lower your right knee. Maybe you want to keep it up. Maybe you want to come onto your forearms. Stay and breathe into your nose, out to your nose. I like to give it a wiggle here. If that's something for you, give it a go. 1 more breath. Cool, stay here or come and play with me. Left shoulder underneath your left leg. Right heel down. Right hand on the outside of your left foot. Extend your left leg forward and look underneath your right arm. Breathing in and breathing out. 1 more breath. Slowly coming back. Step back into your plank. Lower yourself down. Chaturanga. Inhaling up. Exhaling back down into your downward dog. Cool. Now you're going to come into your all fours for a second. And take a breather. Going to find some energy to come into a pincha. And again, I won't be able to catch you or hold you now. So just come into your dolphin. If you're not sure, you're going to take out your neighbor. So you're going to place your forearms. So you choose here, okay? I like to get my arms hip width, shoulder width apart. Some people like to cross over their fingers. And then you're gonna walk your toes up. Walk your toes towards your nose. Keep looking at the mat. Then you're gonna lift up one leg. And you might be able to come up or just do a little hop. Breathing in and breathing out. And if you've done your 5 hops, fling it around and try to do your other leg. I know you probably weren't expecting that. Good. So then you're going to hop up with your left leg. Just 5. And then you're going to take a little break, child's pose. Forehead down through the mat, extending your arms. Or if you like to try the original child's pose, you're going to keep your knees together and then let your elbows, as the shoulders hang over your knees, palms facing up to the back, which is really nice for your shoulders in this one. One more breath. And then you're going to come up again. You're going to tuck your toes under. And come back into your downward dog. Inhale, you're going to look up. You're going to step up to the top of your mat. Nose towards your knees. Inhale, Utkatasana chair. Standing tall into Tadasana. Are we okay? Good. So we're going to balance on one leg. Standing leg straight, left leg straight, spine straight, kneecap lifted, belly button in. And then try to grab with your eyes something on the wall that's higher than your eyebrows. You're going to hold on to that. You're going to lift up your right leg. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Hold it here. Do not lean forward, do not lean back. Arms alongside your ears for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee towards your chest. And now you're going to fly forward into your warrior 3, your Virabhadrasana 3. Your heel is kicking out to the back of the room, toes are pointing down, fingers fit wide and active, and look slightly down. Breathe. One more breath. Now your hands are going to come down to the floor for your standing split, your Ekapada. Right leg lifts up. Left hand wraps your left ankle if you can. Maybe one day you can balance on both legs. Or none, and just hold your hands tight. Or maybe you want to pull your nose towards your knees. One more breath. Cool. And now if you like to come into your handstand, you can guys turn around and use the back of the window. Okay, you can. You can, it's fine. Yeah. Just gonna come up. You're fine. Go for it. Just gonna grab it right now. That's it. That's it. That's it. Doing it. Amazing. So if you've done your 5 hops, then place both feet in between your hands. Let your head hang heavy. Take your ragdoll. Shake it out. That's it. And then you're going to come up into your Utkatasana chair. Standing tall into Tadasana. Same thing on the other side. So right leg standing, kneecaps lifted, belly button in, long spine. Eye gaze on something a bit higher than your eyebrows. Interlace your fingers underneath your left leg. Inhale, kicking it out. Exhale, bend. Move with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, holding it here. Do not lean forward, do not lean back for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Knee towards your chest. Fly forward into your warrior 3. Heel kicking out to the back of the room. Fingers spread wide and active. Stay and breathe. Toes pointing down. One more breath. Exhaling your hands down to the floor. Left leg lifted, right leg down. Nose towards your knees. Maybe your right hand wants to grab your your right ankle. And maybe you can grab it with both. And balance. One more breath. Cool. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to walk your feet away from your hands. You're going to come up into your little hops. And just try to do 5, and see where you are. Well done. And then both feet land in between your hands, nose to knees, Uttanasana. And then Utkatasana. Standing tall into Tadasana. Well done. So you're going to step out to the right side. So you're going to have your toes out and your heels in. And your arms spread wide neck. So you've just done your pincha drills and all the chaturangas. Really affects your legs here and your upper arms, your muscles. So we're going to open them wide, fingers are wide and active. And then you're going to sit down. And like you're in between a glass plate. So you're going to pull your tail down a bit. Keep it in, that's it. Sitting down. And then you're going to lift up one heel and then your other. Then you're going to stay. Inhale, we're going to come up. Keeping your heels off the floor. Exhaling, coming down. Inhale, coming up. Exhaling, coming down. Inhale, coming up, staying up, holding it. And now exhale, you're going to come down. You're going to sit down. You're going to keep your heels as high as you can. Push your elbows out and back, and your fingers wide and active. One more breath, hold it. Shaking is good. Knees down. Sorry, heels down. Shake out your legs. Cool. Toes in, heels out. Inhaling, arms wide. Exhaling, forward fold. Keep the weight into your toes on your way down. So use your control here. Index fingers grabbing your big toes. Inhale, extend, find your length. Keep your weight forward. Exhaling, pulling your head through the gap. Inhale, extend, find your length. Exhaling, pulling your head through the gap. Inhale, extend, find your length. Exhaling, pulling your head through the gap. And now if you like, you can place your hands in line with the heels of your feet. You might want to open your feet a bit wider. And you might want to shift the weight more into your toes until your head, your crown is going to touch the floor. And if you know what you're doing, and you want to come up into your headstand. And breathe. And then if you're upside down, open your legs wide, slowly float down. With control. Well done. Elbows engaged. Yeah, back. Good. Hands onto your hips. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, taking a back bend. Inhale, neutral spine. Inhaling, arms wide. Exhaling, forward fold. Right hand's going to grab the outside of your left ankle. Left hand lifts up. So you're going to extend your spine. And then on the next one, maybe measure your hips here. Are they in one line? Is one sticking up more than the other? Then you might want to wrap your hands around, grab your right thigh, and then on your exhale, you're going to bend your right elbow, and you're going to pull your nose towards your knees. Keeping the weight into your toes, breathe. One more breath. Hands down to the floor. Left hand, right ankle. Right hand goes up. Again, measure your hips. Are they in one line? Lifting up, exhaling, wrap it around. Right hand grabbing your left thigh. Inhale, extend, find your length. Exhaling, nose to your knees. Again, shift your weight more into your toes. But be mindful here, you don't want to pull your hamstrings. One more breath. Hands down to the floor. Now you're going to jump your feet or heel tap your feet together. Drop your nose towards your knees. And then you're going to come up into your Utkatasana chair. We're going to hold it for 3 breaths. Allowing the blood to sink down to our heart. One more breath. Last one. Standing tall into Tadasana. Well done, guys. Back to the top of your mat. Sitting down into your Utkatasana chair. Exhaling, hands down to the floor. Inhale, extend, find your length. Exhale, hands down, step hold back, straight into your plank. Flow through. Inhaling up. Exhaling back down. Okay, now you're going to step your feet in between your hands to the top of your mat. And first you're going to come into your malasana, your yoga squat. So open your feet a bit wider. Bum down, chest up, that's it. Elbows on the insides of your knees. And you might want to place your thumb knuckles against your third eye. And take a moment to ground yourself. Close your eyes. And breathe in and breathe out. Slow it down. And feel the earth underneath your feet. Spread your toes wide. And feel safe. Recharging for your bakasana, your crow. So if you like to do your crow, where you do your little crow, how do you call it? Drills, little crow drills, that's it. I was looking for my words here. Place your, just go ahead if you know what you're doing. Else place your hands 6 inches in front of your feet. Knees high into the biceps of your arms. And if you can't come up yet, just lift up one leg. And then the other. Then one. And then two. Until one day, both legs lift up. And you might be able to do your jump back. Well done, Katie. Can you come back into your crow? Knees towards your arms. And then lift up your head and then jump back. Almost. Come up. Swing. You need to swing it a bit. You almost need to have a little movement. So if you come down, I can quickly show you. Crow. Tripod. Up. Down. And then, so now I'm placing my knees and then I'll do a little, almost a little swing. And then you jump back. Yeah. But you almost have to sort of shift your weight forward a bit and then come back in order to get the weight back into your knees. Because then it's a little bit too much on your head. Okay. Cool. Any other takers? Do you want to do it? Cool. Then you're going to come back, knees. You're going to come into your camel. So you're going to come into your knees onto the top of your mat. You're going to press your hips forward and you're going to think that you're almost having a wall against you. So your knees are touching the wall, but also your hips. So try to keep your hips forward here, okay? So inhale, find your length. You're going to place your hands underneath your ribs. I like them a bit higher, not too low, but you choose. Inhale, find your length. And then exhale, dropping your head back. Inhale, find your length. Exhaling, dropping your head back. One more breath. You're going to stay there for 2 breaths. Stay here and breathe, pushing your hips forward. And exhale. One more breath. Cool. Now you're going to come back up. Hands in a prayer. And if you get really dizzy, just place your heels down, your bum down onto your heels, and keep your head high. So we're going to do this 2 more times. So you're going to come up, if you're not dizzy, if you sort yourself out. And now you're going to tuck your toes under. And then we're going to do exactly the same, but maybe you feel comfortable to grab with one hand, one ankle, or maybe with 2. So you choose. Inhale, find your length, pushing your hips forward on your exhale. Inhale, find your length, pushing your hips forward on your exhale. Breathe and exhale. Now stay here, one more breath. Hands back to your hips or your back, and then slowly coming out. So did you grab your ankles here? If you did, then tuck your toes, untuck your toes. So keep them flat. So your heels are a bit lower. Okay, we're going to do one more back bend. Heart opening is good for us. So inhale, hands onto your back. Exhale, dropping your head back. Inhale, find your length, extend. Exhale, coming all the way back. And now, if you can, grabbing both feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pulling your hips forward. One more breath. And then place your hands back onto your hips. Slowly, with control. You're going to come out. Plant your bum onto your heels. Take a breather. And calming it down. One more breath. Cool. Very hard transition here. You're going to place your hands onto your mat and you're going to extend your legs out. You're going to come into your swings. You can do that. Good. So Sphinx pose, yeah? So your elbows are 90 degrees. You're going to press the tops of the feet down into the mat, activating your glutes here. And on an inhale, you're going to look up. Exhaling, dropping your head down. Inhale, looking up. Exhaling, dropping your head down. Inhale, looking up. Exhaling, dropping your head down. One more breath, looking up. And now you're going to stay up. You're going to pull your fingers underneath your shoulders. Again, zip up your feet, activating your glutes here. Inhale, you're going to lift up your head. And maybe even your hands, feet staying down. Breathe into your nose, out to your nose. So you feel your lower back working here for 2, out for 2. One more breath. Exhale, slowly lower down. Right ear on the mat or left ear on the mat. Shake out your hips. Say something kind to yourself. Now we're going to do this one more time. Actually, we're going to do this a couple more times, sorry. So you're going to come up, and then you're going to wrap your hands behind you, and you're going to get your pistol grip. So your kali, mula kali grip, that's it. And now feet together, but in this time you're going to lift up your head, your feet, and your hands away from your butt. So inhale, lift up, stay up. Exhale for 1. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Don't forget to breathe 3. Exhaling 3. Lower all the way down. Other ear on the floor. Shake out your hips. Releasing your hands. That's it. And now you're going to place your hands underneath your shoulders. Your feet are going to be hip width apart. Or mat width apart, even. See how far you are. And now you're going to inhale. You're going to come up. You're going to extend your arms straight, but keep your pelvis down. And you're going to open, you're going to find that lovely bend in your back. You might be able to straighten out your hands completely or not, that's fine. If your arms are straight, try to pull your shoulders away from your ears. And if you think you can even bear more, you might want to lift up your knees. Make sure your pelvis is down, yes. Looking up. And then exhaling all the way down. Looking again to the other side, shaking out your hips. And if you still got some energy left, you're going to come into, you can take another vinyasa, but you're going to come into seating, or you can roll over and just come into seating, you choose. But if you like to follow me, you're going to place your hands underneath your shoulders, you're going to tuck your toes under, you're going to push your heels so hard away that your knees are lifting, your thighs are lifting, and then you're going to push yourself up into a plank. Then taking your chaturanga up, exhaling back, downward dog. Now we're going to jump our feet through the gap into seating, which I can't do either. So, not demoing that. Good. Long spine, chest up, thumb knuckles pressing towards your sternum, lifting up your heels, toes pointing towards your face. Breathing into your nose. Out to your nose. Try to keep your heels lifted without leaning back. One more breath. Inhale. Hands up to the sky. Exhaling, forward fold. Belly onto your thighs first. Index fingers grabbing your big toes. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, still looking up. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, still looking up. By looking up, you're going to keep your spine straight. One more breath. Exhaling, and now if you want to get a deeper grip, wrap your hands around your feet and drop your nose towards your knees. Feel free to even to close your eyes, surrendering into the dark, letting go. One more breath. And then releasing your hands. You're going to place your hands 6 inches behind your seat. Point your toes. You're either going to come up straight into your reverse plank, or if that's too restraining on your lower back, place your feet hip width apart and then lift up your hips, dropping your head back. Again, dropping your head back is optional. You're going to stay up for 3 breaths. Into your nose. You can lift it up and look at your belly button. Out for 2. One more breath. And then slowly lower your bum down onto the floor. Now we're going to come straight into your Navasana, in your boat. So again, don't roll onto your lower back, keep your spine straight. hands underneath your knees. So either you hold it here, you stay here, or you extend your arms, and you might want to extend your legs. Hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Listen carefully with control. You're going to lower yourself down to the floor. Don't crash down. Over there. Good. Take a breather. If you want, you can pull your knees towards your chest. Give yourself a bit of a hug. That's it. Then you're going to place your heels near your bum. Actually so close that you can step your heels onto your index fingers. That's how close your heels should be. That's it. And then you're going to lift up your hips into your bridge pose. You're going to interlace your hands underneath your spine, underneath your back. And you're going to come to the outsides of your shoulders. Palms of your hands together. That's it. And now without dropping your hip, you're going to lift up your right leg up. Exhaling it down. Inhale, lifting up your left leg up. Exhaling it down. Staying up, one more breath. And then exhaling it down. Now we're going to come into one more back bend, if you like. You can place your hands alongside your ears. And make sure before you come up, you're going to press the weight into your heels. Inhale, lifting up. Pressing your chest forward. So you're going to press your chest to the garden. Making sure your heels are pressing down, arms are straight. Let your head drop, breathing in and breathing out. Stay here for 2 more breaths. If you're very comfortable here, you might want to lift up one leg and maybe lift up your other leg. Just stay safe. And then last breath, you're going to tuck your chin in towards your chest, and with control, you're going to lower down onto your backs. Well done, guys. Let your back settle for 1 breath. And then pull your knees in towards your chest. Shake it out left, right. Roll over from left to right. And now you're going to fling your toes over your head. Make sure you've got space. And you're going to come into your plow pose. So you're going to interlace your hands behind your back. Again, coming onto the outsides of your shoulders here. Then you're going to place your hands onto the back of your spine. Fingers up. Then you're going to lift up one leg and then the other. You're going to look at your own belly button. And stay here and breathe. Into your shoulder stand. Whenever you've got pressure onto your neck, it doesn't feel good to be in this one, just come out. You can also just lift up your legs against the wall or place a brick underneath your hips. Lifting up your feet. One more breath. Calming your mind. And then on an exhale, you're going to lower your toes down over your head to the floor. Back into your plow. Interlace your hands behind your back, coming out the outside of your shoulders. Now you might want to drop your knees alongside your ears for your ear pressure pose. One more breath. If you have the tendency to roll back, you can grab your ankles with both hands, pulling your knees down. And then extend your legs out. And maybe when you've always had your toes tucked on this one, now point your toes for a change. Place your hands along at the back. Make a little landing strip for your bum. And you're going to roll your bum down onto the mat. Vertebra by vertebra. Not lifting up your head, not lifting up your shoulders. Taking your time until you're all the way flat down. That's it. On your back. So to counterbalance your shoulder stand, you're going to come into your fish. Exactly. So lying on the beach pose, arms flat down, and then shuffle your bum up in between your hands, crown of your head down to the floor. So you can stay here if your head's down and you're comfortable, and if you want to try to go a bit deeper, you might want to come into your flying fish Still breathing into your nose and out through your nose. Try to hold it for at least 3 breaths. One last breath. And then slowly when you come out, tuck your chin back towards your chest. Get your neck long. And I'm going to get ready for your Shavasana, guys. You've been amazing. So before we're going to come into our complete relaxation, you're going to really fire up your hands and your toes. You're going to clench your butt. You're going to really engage all your muscles, even in your face. Exhale, letting go. 2 more times, please. Inhale, contract everything you've got, and then exhaling, letting it go. One last one. Holding it, squeezing everything together. And then complete relaxation. Let your ankles come hip width apart. Relaxing your calves. Relaxing your thighs. Relaxing your bum. Let your lower back sink into the mat. Relax your shoulder blades down. The back of your neck is long. Relaxing your jaws. Unclenching your teeth. Relax the tongue in your mouth. Relax your lips. Relax your cheeks. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyes. And then the hardest part of all, relax your mind. Relax your mind. Relax your mind. And if your mind constantly starts wandering and going back to all your thoughts, just take it back to your breath. Visualize the breath going into your nostrils, down into your lungs, expanding your rib cage, lifting up your belly, and then exhaling, everything comes back down again. And the air is taking all your worries away until your new inhale comes again. So don't engage on your breath, just let your body breathe itself, and you just witness. And again, if your mind wanders off, take it back to your breath. Sometimes it helps to count your breaths, or just visualize it. Give your breath a color. See how it surrounds around you. And slowly start deepening your breath and arrive back on your mat. Start wiggling your fingers. Start moving your toes. If you want, you can give yourself a big stretch out, hands overhead, toes pointing away from your face. And then you can pull your knees in towards your chest, give yourself a well-deserved hug, and roll over to your right side. Keep your knee as high as your belly button, and try to keep your eyes closed just for a couple more seconds. Take a big breath into your nose, exhaling, release, whatever you don't need. One more time, breathing in, and letting go. And then push yourself up into seating. Find a comfortable seat. You can place the back of the palms of your hands into your knees or fold them into your lap. Think about a very long spine. And then then take a moment to go back within. Go back to that space in between your eyes, your third eye. And think about your intentions in the beginning of class. Think about the person that you will offer up your hard work to. And then take a moment to acknowledge your own practice and say thank you to yourself for showing up onto your mat today and working really hard. If you like, you can bow your own head towards your own heart. And just keep your hands in prayer and try not to touch your face just for now. We can do that next time again. Say thank you to yourself. And I'd like to say thank you guys for coming. It's so nice to have you here still without all this stuff going on. Stay safe, wash your hands. Hope to see you soon. Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you. So weird not to be able to assist and adjust you guys.